626, Santa Claus decided to forget us on the 18th floor of the Empire State Building. And the elf on the shelf was intimidated by me because I told him snitches get stitches and end up in ditches. You're not going to rat me out to Santa Claus. So who showed up instead? Jimmy Mcmillan of the Rent is Too Damn High party, who had almost successfully run for the governorship of New York. He came out of nowhere, a phantom, and actually outpolled some of the other more high-profile professional politicians who ultimately lost to Governor-elect Andrew Cuomo. But to your credit, Jimmy Mcmillan, even the governor-elect, who has been through many other debates in previous campaigns for office, said, I got to tell you, that night at Hofstra University on the stage with the seven of us, he stole the show. He won the debate. But a lot of folks, Jimmy, they say this rent is too damn high movement, this party that you're a part of. What was the origin of it? How did it come about? Because it is that probably even more so than your persona, that name, that marquee, that brand is what has attracted so many people who do pay rent, not just here, but all over the United States.
Yeah. Now, rent is too damn high is a prop. It's like a body of a car. Jimmy Mcmillan is the engine of that car. My fuel is out of business, going out of business, lost our lease. Working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, or some a third job. Fighting for social justice and the war on poverty. But the question is that the educational system in America, and especially New York, the children are graduating from college and being taught by bird-brain professors who are not teaching anything. I masterminded social media. They would come up to me and they would say, Mr. McMillan, now let's be realistic. It got to be more than just rent. If you don't understand that everything that you are buying from the store is the prices that you're paying is because the store owner's rent went up, if you don't understand that you need to go to school to learn economics, so it's the lesson that I'm teaching all the children here, how I was able to run a campaign with only $16.91 in the largest city in the world, the largest state in the world. I masterminded social media, marketing, advertising, the publicity, and didn't spend a dime to do it. No one in America has asked me. I've been invited to come to London, Australia, China, Egypt, and places like that. But not one American college has invited me to talk to find out what is it that you did? How did you do it? What I did is no mystery.
Now hold on. As I was saying, you came to mind the other day when I'm standing on the corner of Bedford and Flatbush Avenue, freezing my tuchus off because I didn't have gloves. A local yokel said, "Hey, you
martial art, Curtis. You martial art. You imagine you're in the North Pole, South Pole, somewhere you're in Florida, and you start sweating out. That's what.
But I'm amazed since you live right in that vicinity. You have not been invited onto the campus of Brooklyn College, which is right by the junction, or even Midwood High School, or any of the fine high schools that are in that area.
No, and I've been invited all across the country as well as out of the country. And this is the problem, why I see why now the people in New York voted the way they did. Because they're teaching this nonsense to their children, and the children in New York are not voting. The young people in New York are going to have to overthrow the vote of the old voters who are thinking silly. Thinking totally they have gotten their children into this mess. And if the young people don't step up and change this election in the next election, they're not going to get anything. So
okay, but in this recent election for governor, even though you lost to Andrew Cuomo, you almost got the required 50,000 votes so that your party, the Rent is Too Damn High party, could be on the ballot through the next cycle until the next gubernatorial election. You just missed it. You had a little more than 40,000 votes, although you outpolled others. Are you going to continue promoting the party and trying to get it officially accepted the way Democrats, Republicans, the Independence Party is, the Working Families Party is in New York State?
No, neither one of those parties are representing the people. Those parties are representing themselves. The Rent Too Damn High movement now, which we are, we will continue. We may run under another party line, which I am. I will give an announcement in January what party line that will be.